It's your boy, Ranked Mountain Biking here, and today we're going to finish the rest of the trails that we didn't finish from the last video at Brushy Creek. There's 3 trails that we didn't go over yet. One is called Mulligan, one is called Quarter Notch, and the other is called Double Down. Mulligan and Quarter Notch are both blue trails, and then Double Down is a black diamond trail. And Quarter Notch and Double Down used to be called Deception, but they now have been split into 2 different trails. All of these trails that we're going to ride today are super fun. They got a lot of rocks in them, and Double Down is a very technical trail with a lot of uphill climbs that are very technical and very hard to do. I actually wasn't able to do some of the uphill stuff just because it was difficult and I was really tired. I also broke my Dork disc on Double Down, but we'll get to that later in the video. Okay, so the first trail we're going to be going on is called Mulligan. It's a very short, it's like 0.3 miles long, but it's super fun, super tight and twisty. It has a couple of good climbs and a couple of good drops. And at the very end, there's a very big, massive drop at the end. So we'll get to that one in a little bit. The next trail I went on was called Quarter Notch, and it does have a lot of nice climbs on it. Very rocky, and it's basically the warm-up to Double Down because it's pretty similar to Double Down, but it is a lot more mellow. And every once in a while there is a big drop or a big technical section, but it's not super difficult. So let's start the montage.
Black tires, good. Almost had it. Oh, good Lord. I almost had it. Fuck. So many just random rocks I just run into. Trying to set up for the big jump. Or trying to set up for a fucking obstacle. Just run into a random ass rock I wasn't paying attention to. There it is. Exit to the blue trail is that way, and the black trail continues down that way.
So the last trail we're gonna go on today, which is also my favorite trail, is called Double Down. It's a Black Diamond Trail. It used to be called Deception, and a couple things I want to mention about this trail. This trail is super technical, and there are a lot of rocks, so I definitely recommend bringing a spare tube and maybe inflating your tires a little bit more than you normally would, because I have lost a lot of tubes to this trail just because of all the sharp pointed rocks. But luckily, since I went tubeless, I've never had a problem with losing air in any of my tires, so that's been good. So yeah, let's get this trail started.
Come on. Fuck. I don't even know how to get up that. This is just a wall. Corner. Top dying. Very technical. Well, my gears could fucking cooperate. No, that's not it. Need higher gear. What's going on? Huh. That's not good. Hold up,
So what happened was, I guess I just downshifted too far, and my derailleur was not set correctly, so the chain came off of the spoke and onto the Dork disc and broke it. And somehow the Dork disc wedged itself in between the spokes of the wheel and the cassette, so that the cassette would not be able to move forward. So I had to roll my bike all the way back to my car, get it back to my house in order to fix this problem. If you want to know how I fixed this problem without having to remove the cassette, I'll have another video coming out about that in a couple of days. But after I got the Dork disc removed, I had to readjust my derailleur so that it didn't go into the spokes when I downshifted. And I also oiled my chain and got everything up and running again and hit the trail the next day.
Can we get up this? Let's try. Nope. Slam the pad right into the rock.
Now on the trail, I found an obstacle that seemed like it was possible to do, and I wanted to conquer it, but I tried about 20 times and I just could not get it to work for some reason. So I may have to come back another time and eventually conquer this obstacle. But anyways, back to the rest of the trail. Another thing I want to mention about this trail is that a lot of the inclines have a bunch of loose rocks, and you have to lean back a lot more than you normally would on an incline, just so you can get traction on the back tire, because if you don't, the back tire will just kick out a bunch of rocks or it'll slip off and will kill your ascent. It's a type of technical climbing that I haven't seen anywhere else.
I need to get good. Playing too fucking casual. I get on fucking rank, bro. He built the berm out of loose rocks. What kind of shit is that?
Well, that's the end of the trail, and that is also going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, and also watch my part 1 video if you haven't already. That covers the other trails at Brushy Creek that are super fun. And if you have a suggestion for trails that you want me to ride, please leave in the comments below and I will try to go ride it. Preferably in Texas, and preferably something that's super gnarly. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.